Welcome back, you sexy people. I'm Mr. Big Russ, back from a Helix gaming studio, going to bring you some HearthStone gameplay onto the channel. First video, if you guys are interested in seeing some more after this, please leave in the comment section below so I can know and I can carry on working with some of this. Or if you want to see a different game, please let me know. I'm here to please. So anyway, in this video, I'm doing a Warlock versus Warlock in some ranked gameplay. You can see I'm currently in rank 17. The highest I've ever got to is 7. But as I'm sure if you guys play this, every month it resets, and I've kind of gone off it a little bit. I find it quite repetitive. There's not been enough new cards into the game. Obviously, I had Curse of Necroramus, which was pretty cool. I've unlocked 3 of the wings. I think I have 1 more wing to unlock. I don't want to pay real money. I just want to use the in-game gold. But through not playing it, you don't really build up that much gold. But if you're constantly playing, if I played as much as I did, say, League of Legends, then I'd be a millionaire. But anyway, so we're in Warlock versus Warlock, and it's quite an interesting game, this one, as I play my Warlock as very sort of defensively HandLock, building into the late game, hold as many cards as possible so I can use the likes of Sea Giant, Twilight Drake, so you can see my deck on the right hand side. And we're going against a Warlock who's trying to rush me. You find a lot of these in ranked, and a rush against my deck can be really bad if I don't have the right cards to deal with it. So we'll see how this goes. He gets off to a nice little start using his Elven Archer there to take out my healer, which is a little bit annoying. I wanted to have that down there so I could get rid of his taunt, but not to worry. We got a good plan coming up. So, we now have enough cards in my hand to play my Sea Giant. Real OB card, you get that 8/8. The Warlock is not going to be able to do anything. The only 2 cards he has is going to be a Shadow Bolt, which deals 4 damage, or he uses a Siphon Soul, which will destroy it, but that costs 6 mana. Because I went second, I have the coins, so he has no option of doing that. But you can see he's put me very low on 7 HP, and I draw my Shadow Flame, which is an OP card to have right now. Really, you want my Hellfire. I've got 2 of them in my deck, but neither come up. They would wipe the board, but obviously he played his Charger, which is a 5/7, which is pretty scary. So 2 options what I have is I either play my Twilight Drake and then I coin into my Sunfire Protector, meaning I have 2 big taunts there. But because he's got that 5/7 there, it's not going to take him too much to get through my taunts, even though the Twilight Drake would be probably around about a 4/9, I think. I don't think it would be a 4/10. I could be wrong on that. So I either have the option of doing that, or I just Shadow Flame. I've decided to go down for the Shadow Flame option. I felt that wiping his board would be OP. He now has no minions. It leaves me a bit of risk because, say, if he had a Leroy Jenkins in his deck, obviously 6 mana, it wouldn't be able to kill me. I'd have 1 HP. But had it, well, no, he's 5 mana. Sorry, he has 5 mana. Then he could use the Power Overwhelming. But he doesn't go down that route. I don't know if he had it in his deck. Some people do. Obviously, with Leroy being increased in mana, he might not have it. But I still think with the Warlock, it can be pretty OP. Luckily, this is where my deck starts to shine. Having the right cards, I can hold off this rush easily. Putting my Twilight Drake down as a 4/9. I have my Lava Giant there, Molten Giant even, which is GG. Cost me nothing to summon. I now have an 8/8 taunt and a 4/9. Whatever he's got on the board is not going to be getting through that. The only issue I have is, say, if he has a discard where he can do damage to my HP. But as you can see, he actually uses it on my Molten Giant in the second. It might not be this turn, I may be wrong on that, but at some point he does use it. So we have a very good defenser right now. That's pretty scary. We can either go for his HP, but my deck isn't really going around the HP. It's all about surviving to the late game, making sure he has no minions on the board, and especially with this little amount of HP, I don't want to risk anything. Say if he did get a Siphon Soul out or something, he could, say, clear my board, and that would be very bad on this little HP. It wouldn't last long. I was actually meant to play my Ragnaros here, I believe. I think I was going to coin into Ragnaros, or I could use my Ragnaros, but I accidentally dropped a Harvest Golem down trying to rush things. But it wasn't the end of the world. Having these 2 Harvest Golems is pretty nice. It gives me some board control and doesn't show much about what I've got. He plays down his little wolf here. Not really going to cause me much of an issue. I mean, he will be able to get rid of my Molten Giant. But, no, who needed him anyway? He's done his job, and now the Warlock has no cards. Whilst, with me drawing, I now have 6 cards in my hand, and the game's now into my favour. Sure, I still have a little HP, but with my taunt there, I feel pretty safe, and I obviously have Draxus in my hand, which is OP. I do have the coin there to use him now, but I decided not to go down that option, mainly because I didn't really want to give anything away, and I felt that he wouldn't have enough to get through. to get through my HP. So summon down Ragnaros. I believe he snipes his HP at this point in time, which is really nice because he sniped the spider, you know, to get 2/1/1s, which wouldn't really, it's not really that scary, but it would mean he could do more damage to my Twilight Drake. Drawing a card, putting himself on 10 HP, not much going well for him at this moment in time. Really, what he's about to make a move here, which I didn't realize at the time, but I know why he said it was a mistake. So you're about to watch. He's going to use his discard. I can't remember what it's called. It does the 4 damage, and he has to discard a card. Sulfur, there it is. So he does it on my Twilight Drake, but really what he should have done was used his card, which he discarded there, which gives him minion 2 attack for his turn. He could have played that. He had enough mana to do it, which gave him another minion, blah blah blah. So he did kind of cock that up. But here we're about to make the win and play. Summon down Draxus, putting me now up to 15 HP. Obviously I have a free attack ability as well, which is OP, and I believe how many times you can do this? Around about 8 times? Yeah, 8 times, plus I can summon a 6/6 with 2 mana every turn, which is just OP. Decide to go for his HP, leaving it down to Sniper Rag. Will he do the job? He certainly does, and GG, we survived the rush. We had some nice cards, even though we didn't have my Hellfire there, but getting that early Siege Giant out, along with the Shadow Flame, was GG. And, you know, once we survive that early game, we can get through that, get some big taunts out on the field. It's not a scary situation anymore. So I hope you guys enjoyed this short HearthStone video. If you'd like to see more from myself, or you want me to see some different kind of videos on this channel, please let me know. I'm here to please you guys. I hope you take it easy. Well, I hope you have a great day and take it easy. Peace.